Good morning, students. Let us move on to the next topic in the second unit, current electricity, the combination of cells. Sometimes in a circuit, we may need more than one cell. When we need more than one cell, actually we need more current here. We need more electrical energy. And we have to make a decision whether we will use the cells in series or in parallel or a mixed combination to get the best effectiveness of the cells that we are using to get the maximum current. So to find the condition to get maximum current, let us first discuss the different combinations. First, let us see the series combination of cells. Let us consider M cells, and each cell is having EMF E and internal resistance R. And let us connect this series combination to an external resistance, capital R. Here we are having M cells. We want to find the current that is flowing in the circuit. To find the current is the ratio of potential difference to the total resistance. So first let us find the potential difference in the circuit. What is the potential difference across the external resistor? The potential difference is sum of M E's, so the potential difference is M into E. Then what is the equivalent resistance in the circuit? The equivalent resistance for M cells is M into R, and the total resistance in the circuit would be MR plus R, because the cells and the external resistor, they are in series. Then what would be the current? The current would be potential difference upon the total resistance. So this is the current flowing in the circuit. Let us consider a case when the internal resistance is negligible in comparison to the external resistance. In this case, what will be the current? The current, since R is negligible, the current will become ME by R. So this current is M times that of what would be if we use only one cell. So this is an effective combination. In another case, say the internal resistance of the cell is quite large. That is, the external resistance is now negligible. In this case, I would become, here R is negligible, so I would become ME by MR, which means it would be E by R. That is as if we have only one cell, although we have used M cells. So the current is just as if there is only one cell. So this combination is not useful. Series combination is not useful if the external resistance is very small in comparison to the internal resistance of the cell. Let us see the next combination. combination. Let us take now n cells, each of EMF E and internal resistance R. And we have connected these n cells in parallel to an external resistance R. Again we will find the current flowing in the circuit. The current flowing in the circuit can be found if you find the net potential difference. What is the net potential difference across R? It is nothing but E. What is the equivalent internal resistance? It would be a parallel combination of n times 1 by R. So we would have n by R here, or equivalent internal resistance of the circuit would be R by N. What would be the total resistance of the circuit? Total resistance of the circuit would be R by N plus capital R. So the current flowing in the circuit would be potential difference divided by R by N plus this would be the current. In the case when R is very small, internal resistance of the cell is very small, that is, it is negligible. In that case, what would be the current? Since R is negligible, the current would be E by R, which is, you can see, as if there is only one cell. In the second case, if the internal resistance is larger than the external resistor, or the external resistor is negligible, in that case the current would be this means it is as if it is actually n times when we connect one cell. So this combination, the parallel combination, is useful when the internal resistance is larger, very very larger than the external resistor. So in series combination we have seen it is useful when we have the internal resistance of the cell as negligible, and parallel combination is useful when we have the external resistance of the circuit to be negligible. So how to decide what kind of combination to use? In such cases we can use a mixed combination. Let us take mn cells, and then let us take n rows, and in each row there are m cells. in each row there are M cells, each of EMF E and internal resistance R. So what is the net potential difference in this case of the external resistance R? It is M times E. What is the internal resistance of each row? Each row is having an internal resistance of MR, and the equivalent internal resistance of Mn cells would be N times of 1 by Mr, that is N upon M, or R equivalent would be Mr upon M, and the equivalent resistance of the circuit would be Mr upon N plus R. We have the potential difference, we have the total resistance in the circuit, we can find the current flowing in the circuit. The current flowing in the circuit would be ME upon MR upon N plus R. That is, the current would be equal to, and we can take in the numerator, MNE upon MR plus N capital R. This is the current, and we want the current to be maximum. For the current to be maximum, we can find out that the denominator has to be minimum, and in this way we can get the condition that if MR equals to NR, this can be mathematically derived. If this condition is fulfilled, then the current will be maximum. For maximum current, this condition M into R equals to N into capital R should be satisfied. What is M? M is the number of cells in a row, and N is the number of rows in a cell. So this condition can be used, and we can make a decision what will be the right combination to get maximum current in a circuit. Let us consider an example. Let us take in a circuit, we have 12 cells, and each cell is having EMF 1.5 volt, internal resistance 0.5 ohm, and the external resistance of the cell is 1.5 ohm. What will be the combination to get maximum current? So this means M into N is 12, or we can say M equals to 12 upon N. The condition for maximum current is, let us substitute the values that we've been given. M is 12 by N, R is 0.5 equal to N into 1.5. Rewriting, we can get N square equals to 12 upon 12 into 0.5, 1.5, 3, or N square equals to 12 by 3 equals to 4, or N equals to 2. M is 12 by N, so M is equal to 12 by 2 equals to 6. That is, to have a maximum current, the combination should be M equal to 6 and N equal to 2. That is, we should have 2 rows of 6 cells, this has given us a condition to decide the right combination, number of cells that have to be used in a given circuit to get maximum current. Thank you.